Gucci all my life.
Your name.
Paolo, you are Gucci, you need to dress the part.
Hello guys, this video is going to be very interesting. Friends, we are living in the era of science fiction movies, but mostly have lack of strong story, and we all want to watch content with well-written story and picturization, which is entertaining and don't lose interest. So, in this video, I am going to share a list of top 10 story drama movies released in 2021. These all movies have strong storyline, suspense and drama. Well, without any further ado, let's jump into the list. On very first, I would like to talk about number 1. On number 1 is The Last Duel, with the rating of 7.4, and this is a direction of Ridley Scott. The star cast of the movie features Jodie Comer, Adam Driver, Matt Damon, and Ben Affleck. Jean de Carouge is a respected knight known for his bravery and skill on the battlefield. Jack Legris is a squire whose intelligence and eloquence makes him one of the most admired nobles in court. When Legris viciously assaults Carouge's wife, she steps forward to accuse her attacker, an act of bravery and defiance that puts her life in jeopardy. The ensuing trial by combat, a grueling duel to the death, places the fate of all three in God's hands.
One of us has lied. Let us let God decide.
There is only the power of men.
Number 2, it includes the movie called Nightmare Alley, and it ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7. The director of the movie is Guillermo del Toro, and we talk about the leading cast of the movie. It includes Bradley Cooper, Cate Blanchett, Rooney Mara, and Ron Perlman. In 1940s New York, down on his luck, Stanton Carlyle endears himself to a clairvoyant and her mentalist husband at a traveling carnival. Using newly acquired knowledge, Carlyle crafts a golden ticket to success by swindling the elite and wealthy. Hoping for a big score, he soon hatches a scheme to con a dangerous tycoon with help from a mysterious psychologist who might be his most formidable opponent yet.
Yes, I am.
Mr. Carlyle.
Doctor, how about that?
Please lay down.
Number 3, on number 3 is King Richard, with the rating of 7.5, and this is a direction of Reinaldo Marcus Green. The star cast of the movie features Will Smith, John Bernthal, Sanya Sidney, and Anjanou Ellis. Armed with a clear vision and a brazen 78-page plan, Richard Williams is determined to write his daughters, Venus and Serena, into history. Training on Compton, California's neglected tennis courts, rain or shine, the girls are shaped by their father's unyielding commitment and their mother's balanced perspective and keen intuition, defying the seemingly insurmountable odds and prevailing expectations laid before them. Based on the true story that will inspire the world, King Richard follows the uplifting journey of a family whose unwavering resolve and unconditional belief ultimately delivers two of the world's greatest sports legends.
In this house. The most dangerous creature on this whole earth. It's a woman who knows how to think.
Yes, Daddy.
Venus and Serena.
Number 4, it includes the movie called The Unforgivable, and it ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.1. The director of the movie is Nora Fingshade, and we talk about the leading cast of the movie. It includes Sandra Bullock, John Bernthal, and Viola Davis. Struggling to find her feet and reintegrate into society after a long, painful 20-year stint for manslaughter, hardened ex-convict Ruth Slater is now on strict probation. As wary Ruth meanders through the bustling streets of Seattle searching for a job and a place to stay, one thing haunts her mind, a fervent desire to reconnect with her little sister, Katie. But life goes on, and Ruth has lost the privilege to make amends, let alone make demands. After all, people will always see her as a horrible, violent killer.
Does your release alter the terms of your no-contact order?
You don't have to give me a speech. I'm looking for Katie. She's my little sister. I raised her.
Number 5, on number 5 is House of Gucci, with the rating of 6.6, and this is a direction of Ridley Scott. The star cast of the movie features Jared Leto, Lady Gaga, Adam Driver, and Al Pacino. Milan, 1978. Over the protests of his ailing, haughty father, Maurizio D'Ancora, handsome heir and law student Maurizio Gucci embarks on a whirlwind romance with Patrizia Reggiani, an assertive middle-class reviste. As the young couple builds a future together, Patrizia immediately gains an unexpected ally in the shape of sly Uncle Aldo and, little by little, gets her hooks into the Gucci fashion empire. Now, whoever is not with Patrizia is against her. But couples should stay together for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health.
I don't consider myself to be a particularly ethical person.
Number 6, it includes the movie called The Last Letter from Your Lover, and it ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.6. The director of the movie is Augustine Frizzell. And we talk about the leading cast of the movie. It includes Shailene Woodley, Jennifer Sterling, Felicity Jones, Ellie Howarth, Nabhan Rizwan, and Rory McCallum. A pair of interwoven stories set in the present and past follows Ellie Howarth, an ambitious journalist who discovers a trove of secret love letters from 1965 and becomes determined to solve the mystery of the forbidden affair at their center. As she uncovers the story behind Jennifer Sterling, the wife of a wealthy industrialist, and Anthony O'Hare, the financial journalist assigned to cover him. Ellie's own love story unfolds with the assistance of an earnest, endearing archivist who helps her track down more letters.
I'm Ellie Howarth from the London Chronicle.
Everything's ready for you.
Spectacular. While I was researching my next feature, I came across a letter. 1965, illicit love affair.
I write these words with you in mind and my heart swells. I've known nothing like this before.
Number 7. On number 7 is The Power of the Dog, with a rating of 6.8. And this is a direction of Jane Campion. The star cast of the movie features Benedict Cumberbatch, who performed the character of Phil Burbank, Kirsten Dunst, who played the role of Rose Gordon, and Jesse Plemons, who performed the character of George. 1925 rural Montana. Harboring a silent but discernible disagreement over everything, the polar opposite Burbank brothers, swaggering, boorish Phil, and dapper, mild-mannered George, have been running the family's prosperous ranch for decades. Owing his charisma and unrelenting competence to his late mentor Bronco Henry, Phil takes great pleasure in bullying his soft-spoken sibling, utterly unaware that change is on its way. As a chance encounter with widowed lodging house owner Rose and her sensitive teenage son Peter leads to an unexpectedly profound bond. Suddenly, mean Phil chooses to shift his focus away from his worries and concentrate on the quiet boy, an easy target. And more, harassment and abuse pave the way for depression and alcoholism. But, sometimes, secrets hide in plain sight.
What you doing? Getting mixed up with her.
You are marvelous, Rose. We were married someday.
Number 8. On number 8 is Being the Richardos, with the rating of 6.5, and this is a direction of Aaron Sorkin. The star cast of the movie features Javier Bardem, Nicole Kidman, and J.K. Simmons. In 1939, Lucy Ball is contracted to RKO Pictures. She gets small parts in big studio productions, but featured mainly in low-budget films. She meets one of the film's cast, the charismatic 22-year-old Cuban singer Daisy Arnaz, and the two fall for each other instantaneously. Months after filming, they marry and buy a home in Hollywood. Daisy has a successful stint fronting the Daisy Arnaz Orchestra that tours around the country, while Lucy continues her film career with little success. They are now facing a crisis that could end their careers and their marriage. Number 9, it includes the movie called The Lost Daughter, and it ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.7. The director of the movie is Maggie Gyllenhaal, and we talk about the leading cast of the movie. It includes Olivia Colman, Dakota Johnson, and Ed Harris. Letta is a middle-aged divorcee devoted to her work as an English teacher and to her two children. When her daughters leave home to be with their father in Canada, Letta anticipates a period of loneliness and longing. Instead, slightly embarrassed by the sensation, she feels liberated, as if her life has become lighter, easier. She decides to take a holiday by the sea, in a small coastal town in Greece. But after a few days of calm and quiet, things take a menacing turn. Letta encounters a family whose brash presence proves unsettling, at times even threatening. When a small, seemingly meaningless event occurs, Letta is overwhelmed by memories of the difficult, unconventional choices she made as a mother and their consequences for herself and her family. The seemingly serene tale of a woman's pleasant rediscovery of herself soon becomes the story of a ferocious confrontation with an unsettled past. And on very last, number 10, it includes the movie called Fatherhood, and it ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.6. The director of the movie is Paul Weitz, and we talk about the leading cast of the movie. It includes Kevin Hart, DeWanda Wise, and Anthony Carrigan. A father brings up his baby girl as a single dad after the unexpected death of his wife, who died a day after their daughter's birth. So, friends, this was the whole list of movies. I hope you enjoyed it and excited for watching the movies you have not watched yet. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Leave the comment below and share your thoughts on this video, and let me know your favorite one. And also please do subscribe this YouTube channel for more interesting content like this. Stay strong and see you in next video.